All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. We're talking about the Los Angeles Chargers in tonight's video because, folks, the Chargers are headed to the playoffs. Now, in a perfect world, I could end the video right there, 10 seconds in, and everyone would understand the point. But, folks, the Los Angeles Chargers, through the first 17 weeks of the NFL regular season, are clocking in here at 10-6. Oh, my God. Oh, dude, relax. All they did was beat the New England Patriots. Cry me an MF and River. The Los Angeles Chargers could finish with 11 or more wins for just the second time since the 2009 season. In fact, since that 2009 campaign, where the Chargers, at that point San Diego Chargers, went 13-3, the Chargers have only had two seasons with double-digit wins, 2018, and God forbid we even mention 2022, and only one with at least 11 victories. Now, Jim Harbaugh himself, led by Justin Herbert, the starting quarterback, J.K. Dobbins, Ladd McConkey, Herbert and Harbaugh and this team have doubled the win total with one game left. The Chargers are top 10 in the league in point differential, plus 87, and they're rolling right now offensively. And also their defense is extremely good. And people know guys like Derwin James, you know Joey Bosa, you know Khalil Mack, but there's so much talent on this defensive side. And what's even crazier, and if you're a Chargers fan, you know what I'm talking about, is all the injuries. This Chargers team, their teams get decimated by injuries every single season, right? The Detroit Lions come to my mind. The Chargers also have been decimated by defensive injuries specifically. Yet they're 10-6 and have a game against the Raiders in week 18 where, all that really matters is seeding and just wanting the proper seed. I don't really put too much regard into that, but folks, sorry, I had to take my zin out. Welcome back to the channel. We're talking about the Los Angeles Chargers in tonight's video. We're trying to get this video to 100 likes, folks. That would mean the absolute world to me. I appreciate all my Chargers fans watching this video right now because we said it since the start of the season. Right now, it's really weird. The Chargers are a really weird team in this sense where they're 10-6 and they're slated. Like, they've literally made the playoffs, right? They have a playoff berth that's confirmed. There's nothing the Chargers can do in week 18 to not make the playoffs. But for some reason, when I make a Chargers video, I have random fans of other teams hop in here in the comments and say, well, that's cool, but you guys are going to lose to Baltimore in the first round. You're going to lose to Pittsburgh. You're going to lose to Buffalo. You're going to lose to all these different teams in the first round. And I sit here as a Green Bay Packers fan, by the way, and I laugh at it. Because I don't really give, I'm a Packers fan once again. No disrespect to the Chargers. I'm a Packers fan. I don't give a rat's diddly freaking ass what the Chargers do or don't do in the playoffs. I'm rooting for this team because I believe they're building something that NFL teams will fear. And in fact, I think teams should fear them in general because they're 10-6 right now. And they don't even have all that many offensive weapons. And that's going to change very soon. But I always find it funny when I make a Charger video. It's like, oh, they're a first round exit. Oh, I make an 8-minute video hyping up the Los Angeles Chargers. And I get some random dude in the comment section saying, oh, they're going to lose in the first round. Okay. I don't know what that does for me. The Chargers were not supposed to make the playoffs. In fact, if we rewind the clock, and I know I always say this in my Chargers videos on this channel, but if you rewind the clock 1 year ago, 365 days where the Chargers were barely a 5-6 win team, right? And I told you, hey, look, at this point next year, you're going to be 10-win team, right? You're this time next season, week 18, it might matter in the sense of seeding, but you already have a playoff spot solidified. You have brand new head coach. By the way, his name is Jim Harbaugh. You bring in a new running back, J.K. Dobbins, and also, by the way, you have a top 5 defense. Every single Chargers fan ever would take that deal. Every single one. And so when I see these comments, it just makes me baffled. The Chargers have scored 34 offensive points against the Denver Broncos 2 weeks ago, right? They scored 40 against the New England Patriots 1 week ago. Before this stretch in time, the Chargers had scored more than 30 points in offensive points in one game. The most they had scored in any 2 game span was 57. That was week 10 and 11. So in this last 2-game span, they're at 73. Now, Ladd McConkey and Justin Herbert are balling their asses off. Most consecutive games with 50-plus receiving yards by a rookie since 1970. In 2024, tied for first, you have Ladd McConkey and Malik Nabers. In 2014, at number 3, tied for number 1, you had Odell Beckham Jr. at 9. Now, I don't really get it. I think people are aware Justin Herbert is a really good quarterback. I think he's kind of falling into the Lamar Jackson and Josh Allen hole where your name's not Patrick Mahomes. So obviously it's not like you suck as a quarterback, but you can't win important playoff games. And if you're a Herbert or Chargers fan, if you're an Allen or Bills fan, if you're a Lamar Jackson or Ravens fan, you kind of scoff at that where you're like, I don't think that logic really makes too much sense. Justin Herbert's playing phenomenal right now. He's got over 3,500 pass yards, 21 touchdowns, and only 3 picks. Now, his 94.3 PFF grade when using play action on the season is second amongst all quarterbacks. And the reason I bring that up is because J.K. Dobbins just had his return from the IR on Saturday against the New England Patriots. J.K. Dobbins ran 19 times for 76 yards and a touchdown. And on the season, once again with an IR stint, he's at 177 attempts for 842 yards and 9 touchdowns. Just to summarize that for you, that's 4.76 yards per carry, aka J.K. Dobbins is having a phenomenal season. Now, I get it, their offensive weapons aren't the craziest. It's J.K. Dobbins, who everyone headed into this season was saying that's a high risk, high reward type of move, but it's mainly like a high risk, low reward move because J.K. Dobbins hasn't been able to stay healthy since he got into the National Football League. Or you get what I'm saying? Because I'm not trying to rag on J.K. You have an unproven rookie wide receiver, Ladd McConkey. So people pretty much counted out Ladd from the get-go because who really cares about a rookie wide receiver on the Los Angeles Chargers? I know all of us do, but that's just my point. You have Quentin Johnston, who didn't have the craziest rookie season. Joshua Palmer. The tight ends room, really interesting. You got Smart there. You got Will Dissly, but nothing too crazy. Once again, just to reiterate the fact, you had preseason. People were hopeful for J.K. Dobbins, but nobody really believed in it. Nobody really truly believed in this Los Angeles Chargers offense. They didn't really even believe in this team in general. And so now they're sitting here at 10-6. And once again, not to be disrespectful or rude, I hope nobody takes it that way. But as a Green Bay Packers fan, I don't particularly care if they win or lose by 30 or lose by 30 to the Raiders in Week 18. That doesn't really affect me in any way, shape, or form. Playoff seedings, it's kind of own rant and ramble on its own. The point is, the Los Angeles Chargers in the first year of Harbaugh and Herbert made the playoffs. So you should fear them, whether it's this playoff or next playoff. Trust me, whether you want to or not, you're going to fear this team. Thank you for watching. Hit that like button. Hit that sub button for daily NFL content. Folks, give me your thoughts down below. How deep are the Chargers going in this year's playoffs? Peace.